Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be breaking down a new song. This song's by Emo Fruits and it just came out on his new EP. It is called I Should Have Stole Those Crystals You Always Wear. And I'll leave it linked down below along with all of his other social medias. Make sure you go check him out. Make sure you listen through the EP. And I will play this song at the end of the beat breakdown. So here's the beat. It's very simple, but the melodies are pretty like ambient and there's a lot going on, so that's why the drums are so simple. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just break down the first melody. Alright, so this first melody is a very experimental like pad type thing. I basically used it as a pluck for the main melody, but it sounds like this. It sounds so dope. It creates a very cool atmosphere, and this is what I laid down with that.
Oh, this NATE2TIMEZ?
And basically on this, I just have an EQ, cut out some low end and some high end. Pretty good reverb on there. And another EQ. Once I decided I wanted to add the 808s, I found out that I need to cut out a lot of low end. Without any of the effects, it sounds like this. It's got a lot of bass to it, so yeah, that's why there's two EQs on there. Alright, so the next sound I added is another Omnisphere, and it's like an ambient violin type thing, and I just basically followed the bass notes with that. Creates this nice eerie ambient feel, and on that there's two EQs as well. One's cutting out some high end and the other one's cutting out some low end. So the next sound I have in here is another kind of pad that follows the bass notes as well, and this one is pretty much the same as the last one, just to create some like eerie ambient feelings. There's not too much going on, but everything layered together does sound very nice. It sounds like this. Definitely creates like an emotional feel to it. And on this one, got some reverb going to it. Got some EQ cutting out the lows and highs like usual, and I have a delay on this one as well. Alright, so here's the last melody I added. It is the fourth Omnisphere plugin that I used, and it's just basically a nice pluck. And this is really what brings the whole song together. This like arpeggio I created with this pluck. So I'm going to play that now. Yeah, sounds pretty nice. And on this, I have EQ cutting out the lows and some highs. Put a reverb on there. Put another EQ cutting out all the lows. And I also have this fruity filter that is automated, which I'll show you right now. In the intro, it is automated and then it just fades out, and then it comes back for the bridge and then out for the outro. Yeah, that's a pretty cool effect you can do if you want to make your drop a little harder. Alright, so that is all the melodies, and I'm just going to play them together. Yeah, so like I said, this beat is really carried by those melodies. They're just all together, layered. They really create a very cool sound. And now I'm going to go over the more basic drums. All right, so first I'm going to show you the snare I used. It's basically a percussion sound layered with a snare, and that just sounds like this. All right, so the next thing I have is a cymbal and an open hat to just add more ambience to the song. And then we have a hi-hat pattern. This is pretty unusual. I usually do a lot more with my hi-hats, but I guess I decided to keep this one more simple. Oh yeah, by the way, a fun fact, I did create this beat in January of 2022, so it did take a long time for someone to hop on it. But anyways, let's go back to the beat. Here's the hi-hats. All right, and lastly, we have this pretty distorted 808 pattern. It sounds like this. And that's it for the drums. I'm now going to play all of the drums together. Like I said, very simple. Alright, and the last thing I added was just like a little snare roll before the drop, and it sounds like this. Yeah, and that's pretty much the full beat. I appreciate you guys watching, and make sure to go check him out. And now I'm going to play the full song.